What is a free thinker? A person who rejects accepted opinions, especially those concerning religious beliefs. Also, one who relies solely on themselves to make judgments based on their own perception of the world rather than blindly accepting what is told or implied by an outside influence. 90% of the time, the masses aren't thinking for themselves contrary to what you or they believe. There's propaganda everywhere: television, internet, every social media app, magazines, ads, billboards, Hollywood movies, celebrities who are rewarded for pushing a certain ideology to the masses. Everything is an agenda. There's a silent war for our minds that has been going on since the beginning of time. Why do we get ads popping up after we just spoke about it? Why is it such a huge thing for us to consume? They want to bring you ads specialized just for you, shit you just talked about. They want us to consume, so we're always playing catch up. We're buying shit that we don't need with money that we don't have. They want to keep us in debt. If you're watching this and you're religious, ask yourself, did you choose your religion or were you born into it? And if you were born into it, have you took the time to research it thoroughly, ask questions, or even take the time to look into other religions and research to see what makes yours the right religion and theirs the wrong? These are the questions you must ask yourself as free thinkers. If I was a Catholic, I would ask myself, how come in the Bible Virgin Mary is 13, but in every single Catholic church you walk into, the Virgin Mary is depicted as a grown woman? Is it to not confuse the people? But that is what's in the Bible. In the Bible, she is 12 to 13. But every church, she is depicted as a grown woman holding a baby, when in fact, she was 12 to 13 years old and her husband Paul was 90. Now let me ask you this. Are you Democrat or Republican? Do most even know the difference of the two or just know what their parents were? As a young black male, I can answer that and say most of my peers don't know the difference or even care. They think, oh, I'm black, I must be a Democrat. But if they sat down and did some research, they see that it's all bullshit. It's all smoke and mirrors. They don't know that behind closed doors in Washington, D.C., most of these people are friends who have known each other for years, or how congressmen and senators have lived together roommate style on C Street in Washington, learning, studying, and fellowshipping with one another, all the while making the masses think, oh, I'm a Democrat, I hate Republicans. Republicans saying, oh, we hate those Democrats. Free your mind, people. Many of my peers will also say, as soon as they hear the name Donald Trump, he's a racist. I ask, why do you say that? They can't give me one answer, can't name any bills he's passed that may have been or may have not been in their favor. The answer is this: because you didn't think that thought. It was programmed into your mind. It was shoved down your throat by mainstream media. I'm not saying you should like Donald Trump, but I am saying if someone asks you a question about him, you should be able to give your own opinion about him. Not something you heard or something that's been shoved into your subconscious a million times from this fake news. If you actually sat down, did some research, you would know that they hate Trump because they can't control Trump. He's called out the fake news. He can't be controlled by the elite, but I won't get into all of that right now. That's for a different video. It's okay to use your mind and form your own opinions about things in society. You shouldn't even want to associate with individuals who aren't free thinkers. They have nothing to offer you. They aren't conscious beings. They're puppets. They're enslaved mentally and have no idea. In 1984, a George Orwell novel about a dystopian society where citizens know they are being watched by Big Brother, aka the elite. In this society, they have thought police whose job is to root out and punish anyone who says anything negative or even show that they are thinking anything that goes against their ruling government. There are cameras everywhere. Someone is always watching and listening. Certain trigger words automatically send up red flags. Does this sound familiar? Wake up, guys. I feel as if this is the most woke generation since the 60s and 70s. Wake up. I got free thought tatted on my leg. I am a free thinker.